Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to kill a Kuva lich. Now, killing a single Kuva lich is probably going to take around 2 to 3 hours of your time. That's if you don't get lucky and end up guessing like one of the mods that you need to actually go out of your way to kill the lich. Because we have this cool Assassin's Creed blade looking thing now called the Parazon, and this is basically what you're going to be using to kill your lich. Now, you have to go out of your way to farm up these Parazon mods, which you can throw on. And what we have to do is we have to figure out which mods we need to throw on to our Parazon and what order they have to be in before we can kill our lich. So before we can start to do any of that, we need to figure out how we can get a lich, and then also, you know, how we determine which element that lich is going to be, right? So I'm gonna have a little graphic on screen pulled from the Warframe wiki, which is going to show you guys like which Warframes you use to determine the element of the lich that you're going to be fighting for these 3 hours, right? So, you know, let's say, for example, if you use Vault, your lich is going to be an electric-based lich, and the weapon that he is going to drop and the ephemera that he could potentially have is going to be an electric-based ephemera, right? So if you use Saren, it's going to be toxic, so on and so forth, right? So pretty simple to understand. There's a few, like, weird, like Octavia is radiation, and you know, there's some Warframes that make it so that your lich is based around impact damage, which I thought was pretty weird. But, you know, just refer to this little graphic or this wiki page, the Kuva lich wiki page, if you need to find out which Warframe is going to determine which element, if that makes any sense. So what we have to do is pick the Warframe that we want to be to get the element that we want. So I'm going to be using Valkyr because I'm enjoying playing Valkyr, and this is also going to make it so that my lich is electric, right? Because I want an electric stat bonus on the weapon that the lich is going to give me. Now, there's 13 Kuva weapons. You're obviously going to want to get all of them. They all act kind of like the Paracesis, where you can level up to level 40, I believe. So if we take a look at my secondaries here, I've got a Kuva Brack, which I have formed 3 times. So I can get this here up to level 40 if I keep on investing Forma. So the exact same as the Paracesis, because you had to Forma this to put more ranks on it to get the maximum amount of mastery from it. So it's rank 40. So yeah, there's that. That's a cool thing. But let me go ahead and re-equip my Dacra Prime, because that's what I want to do. But yeah, getting to the point, we gotta go into a level 20 or higher Grineer mission, and we're going to find a special enemy that we're going to kill with our Parazon. So I'm going to jump into that mission and find that enemy. Alright, so as you guys can see on the screen, my screen literally just flashed. Now what's going to happen is one of the fat Grineer enemies is going to begin talking whenever we start to get closer to this special enemy that we have to kill with our Parazon. So all we have to do is keep on going through this mission, and then a little marker is going to appear, not there one right there, above the enemy's head, right? So all we have to do, so we killed him. So this is him right here. It's a Kuva Larvling. We've killed him. He's going to go into this down but not out phase. We go up to him. We press X. And we do this cool finisher animation on him. And he's going to go ahead and do a weird exploding animation. And what's going to happen is whenever we go back into our ship, we can just back out of this mission. He's going to be in there. Well, he's not going to be in the ship, but we're going to be able to look at his like Kuva lich page, and he's going to talk to us. So I'm going to jump back into the ship and then show you guys what I mean. Alright, so I just backed out of the mission. What's going to happen now? Screen's going to go red. It's going to give us the name. They're going to talk to us, as you can see. Now what we do, we go to navigation, and we press this little symbol down here in the bottom right beside our Nightwave thing. And this is going to take us to the Kuva lich menu. We can see which Kuva lich we got, the weapon, their elements, their weaknesses, their resistances, and all that cool stuff, and the abilities that they have as well. So this is actually my first duplicate from the Kuva lich system. She's got the twin stubbers, and she has a pretty low stat roll of 25% bonus electric damage. So this is a really bad lich. At the time of making this video, there's currently no way to get rid of a lich that you don't want. So we're just going to have to wait for a future update before we can do that. So what I have to do is I just have to go out of my way to farm up this lich as I would farm up any other lich, and just, you know, get this lich out of the way. So, you know, that's perfect for this video, actually. So the weapon bonus is 25% electric damage. This can go all the way up to 60. What I can do, though, is if I got a duplicate of, you know, the twin stubbers, like, that were electric damage, I can sort of merge them to increase the stats. So it's not so bad if you get a duplicate, but it's still pretty shit, the fact that you have to go through and do the entire Kuva lich again. So yeah, basically what we have to do now is we're gonna have to go out of our way to do missions that are owned by our Kuva lich, right? So over here we can see that a lot of these missions are covered in red. So what's going to happen whenever we click them, if we click this exterminate, you can see that it's owned territory by my Kuva lich, right? So basically all we have to do is go through these missions and kill these enemies called Thralls. We're basically going to be executing them with our cool hidden blade thing, and that's going to make progress towards a thing called murmurs, right? So your murmurs are basically what you have to make progress for to unlock the requiems, and the requiems are the mods that you have to put on your Parazon, right? So the more Thralls you kill, I believe you have to do 30 for the first one, 30 for the second one, and then 70 for the last one. You're gonna find out which mods you have to put on your Parazon, right? So whenever we kill our first 30 Thralls, we're gonna find out one of the mods that we need to put onto our Parazon to end up killing this lich. Now, we cannot kill this lich, or we can't get rid of her completely until we know the exact 3 mods that we need to put onto our Parazon, and we get the exact order right as well. So there's a lot of trial and error that's thrown in here as well, and you can guess the exact order right at the same time. So it's worth going out of your way to farm up the mods for your Parazon from the requiem relics, which you can get by doing these missions that are owned by your Kuva lich, or you can get them by doing the Kuva floods and Kuva siphons to throw onto your Parazon. Just see if you get one of the mods right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw on, you know, fast, and I'm gonna throw on Kra, and I'm gonna throw on Vom. And then what's gonna happen whenever we do these missions that are owned by our lich, there's gonna be a chance for this lich to spawn in, and then we're going to damage her until she goes into a down but not out phase, and then whenever she's in her down but not out phase, we can attempt to kill her with my Parazon, right? And then what happens there is we're going to find out if the first mod that we had on is the mod that we need to sort of like start the killing process, right? So you'll see what I mean whenever we jump into the mission. I'm going to jump in and show you what executing a Thrall is like and how to sort of progress now. Alright, so we are in the mission, and as you can see, there's a little red symbol above an enemy here. So what we have to do, just play the mission as normal, go through, you know, do your spy mission, do your exterminate mission, whatever. You can see that that enemy has like a blue glow around him. Basically just means that he is a Thrall. We put him into his down but not out phase, and then we go and execute him after the fact, right? And you can see that we've just made a little bit of progress towards our requiem murmur, right? So that is the thing that we need to fill up. We need to kill 30 of those Thralls to complete that, to find out one of the mods that we need to kill our Kuva lich, right? So basically, you just want to keep on going through this mission until you know, you've killed all the Thralls that you can, and there's also going to be a chance for your Kuva lich to spawn in. So if my Kuva lich spawns in, I'll you know, record a clip of that happening. Alright, so finally my Kuva lich has spawned in. This is maybe my 4th or 5th mission now. I'm just gonna demonstrate probably what feeling looks like for the first time, because the chances of me having the right mod on from the get-go is very small. So all we have to do is damage him a decent bit. So I'm just gonna walk up to him, just smack the hell out of him. He's gonna go into his down but not out phase, and now we can walk up to him and execute him. Now, whenever yours spawns in for the first time, you don't want to kill him straight away, because he's going to convert the surrounding enemies into more Thralls for you. So then you make more progress towards revealing the mods that you need a lot faster, right? So I think he can like convert up to maybe 10, I think. So you don't have to wait for 10, of course, but you know, just keep that in mind. Whenever he does spawn in, he can make more of the frails for you, so it can speed up a little bit. So here we go. We try to execute him, but because we have the wrong mod on, we can't. And he's just going to break our back, right? Pretty devastating, right? Really cool animation. He's going to level up, so the territories that he holds, the enemies are going to get stronger on them, and he's going to get stronger himself. Or she, whatever, assuming gender, I know. So, you know, the more times you fail, the stronger they get. You just want to go through and, of course, make progress on your requiem murmurs. That is such a hard word for me to say with my accent. But, yeah, that was my Kuva Lich spawning in for the first time on this Kuva Lich run. He killed me. He leveled himself up. I've got one of my mods revealed, which I'm going to find out what it is whenever I go back to my ship after this mission. So I will talk to you guys there. Alright, so we're back in the ship after that mission. And as you can see, the first mod that is revealed to us is Yahoo, right? So we know what this mod is, but we don't necessarily know where we have to put it in our order, right? So we can see that because we attempted to kill my Kuva Lich with, what are these? It doesn't actually tell you what these are. Well, it shows you the symbols, but with this set of mods right here, right, if I knew the symbols and the names off by heart, I would be able to tell you, but I don't. We tried with this order right here, and you can see that this here mod in particular, the one with this symbol, which we can go and see what it is. It is fast. We know for sure now that that definitely is not in slot number 1, right? It could be in slot number 2, it could be in slot number 3, but because we attempted to kill my Lich with this one in the first slot, and it didn't work, we know for sure that it will never be in the first slot whenever it comes to killing this specific Lich, right? We do know that one of the mods that we need to have equipped is Yahoo, but we don't know if it needs to be in slot 1, 2, or 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get my Kuva Lich to spawn in again, and I'm going to have Yahoo, or Jahoo, however you want to say it, equipped in slot 1 to see if it is going to, you know, basically hurt my Lich, right? And if it doesn't, then it will be recorded in this little menu right here, and then we can try putting it on slot number 2 or slot number 3, but we won't be able to find out, if it works in slot number 2 or slot number 3 until we find out which mod works in slot number 1. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm just going to go down here, and we're going to see if I have a Yahoo mod. Right, so we're going to put that on slot number 1, and then we can throw on, let's say we stick with fast, we can try it in slot number 2, and then we can throw Kra in slot number 3. So, you know, we're just trying out to see if Yahoo works in slot number 1. Now, to get these mods, like I've mentioned before, you need requiem relics, and you can get these requiem relics from killing your frails, or you can get them from your Kuva siphon and Kuva flood missions, right? So your Kuva siphon and Kuva flood missions, I believe the floods are guaranteed, and then the siphons have a complete chance. Let's just go ahead and double check that. We can see on the menu. So if we click on, I forget where it is, so you can see chance of requiem relic, chance, and there. So your floods are guaranteed, where your siphons you get a chance, right? So you can farm them this way, or you can farm them simply by just doing the frails. I would do all the frails to begin with, like find out all 3 mods that you need, and then you're going to have requiem relics just from killing those frails. In the play session that I've done so far, I've been playing for 40 minutes. I've managed to get 2 of the requiem relics that I need. Totally not enough, so you will probably have to go out of your way to farm more from your Kuva floods and Kuva siphons. But your requiem relics you're going to use on a void fisher node that is found in the Kuva fortress, right? So if we go to requiem, you can see that the uncommon rewards are the mods that you need. So it's the same for every single relic there. You have to get it from the uncommon rewards, right? So I would recommend, of course, refining these and then playing with your friends to maximize your chances of getting the mods. Every single time that you get one mod, it can be used up to 3 times. So your mods do have charges on them. So, you know, keep that in mind as well. So I'm going to go and I'm going to find out what the second mod is for my Kuva Lich, and then I will get back to you guys when that is done. Alright, so this is the second time that my Kuva Lich has spawned in. So we have the Yahoo mod on the first slot. So let's see if we're going to be able to actually make a little bit of progress towards killing our Lich here. So apparently it's not the right one. So that's a big old feels bad. So we know that we need to use Yahoo, but it doesn't go on the first slot. So we gotta try something different in the first slot. Alright, so as you can see, we tried using Yahoo in the first slot, didn't work, so I just went and I moved it into the second slot. So then that way, if we end up getting the first slot right on this guess, and then we move on to the second slot, then we'll see if Yahoo is in its right place in the second slot whenever we try to kill her next time. So yeah, I'm going to keep on farming. Alright, so my second murmur or requiem mod that we have to put on is rice. So I gotta modify Parazon. I don't know if I have one of these left over. I don't think I do. No, I don't. So what I have to do now is I have to go out of my way to farm up the rice mod from the requiem relics that I have over in my little thing over here, right? So I have to go here and I gotta look for a relic that gives me rice, which I do have. I've got 20 of them. That's good. And then I've got one of them, which is radiant. So that's cool. I'm just going to go ahead and radiant more of these. And then I'm going to go and farm. And then I'll be able to equip that to my Parazon. And then we can kill our dude. Alright, so I went and farmed up a wrist mod because wrist was one of the mods that I needed to kill my Lich. I've got it in slot 1 right now, and I've got Yahoo or Jahu in my slot 2. So let's go ahead and see if we can actually melee her without getting kicked in the face. If the order that we have right now is the order that we need, so far at least. Alright, so here's our first finisher, and it didn't work. So that means that Riss is going to be in our second or our third slot as well. Alright, so I got really lucky on my last run, and I was able to guess the mod that went into my first slot. And because I had my Jahu mod in the second slot, and we know that Riss is the third mod, all I have to do now is swap my Jahu and my Riss, and then hopefully next run, if all goes well, then this Kuva Lich will be dead. So I'm just gonna go ahead, try to farm my Lich up, and then we're gonna go ahead and kill her. Alright, well, after about half an hour of playing again, she's finally spawned for me. I've been playing I don't know how many missions trying to get her to spawn, but here we are, finally. So this should be the killing blow that we deal to her now. Implying we can get her health down. There you go. So the first one's right. So we got our whittle her health down again. Gonna be a finisher on us. I don't like how she can just like finish her out of nowhere whenever you're trying to melee her. It's kind of annoying. Gonna have to hit redline again in a second. He's very tanky now. Holy shit. It's because we can't strip away our armor because these guys are completely status immune. There you go. Better off using the Corinth. Hit my red line. Use my 2 again. Where'd she go? There she is. And one more. Nice. That's it. And unfortunately, she's clipping through something in the map, making this look less cool than it should. But we're gonna get the just straight up stab her now. So you can capture her to turn her into a Spectre. You're not going to get the gun, but you will get an ephemera if they happen to have one. But it's more worthwhile just, you know, straight up killing them. The Spectres are pretty powerful, though. They actually saved me in a squad at one point. So, yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to see that animation in all of its glory because of, you know, her clipping for that thing. But that is how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this mission. And then I'll talk to you guys back in the ship. But that is pretty much your Kuva Lich done. That took me like 2 hours to do because I got lucky. Because I guess the mod that goes into the first slot, which saved me a lot of farming whenever it came to revealing the requiem mods that I needed. So yeah, that was pretty good. And now I can just move on and do my next one. So yeah, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys back on the ship. Alright, so that is our Kuva Lich killed. One thing that I forgot to mention, that whenever you're playing in a territory that the Kuva Lich owns, like on a planet that the Kuva Lich occupies, at the end of the mission, they are going to steal some stuff from you, and then once you kill your Kuva Lich, you're going to get all of that stuff back. So it's kind of like an incentive to kill the Kuva Lich, like if you're just intending on ignoring it because it's got a duplicate or something along those lines. So just getting all that stuff back that she took from you is your incentive to go and kill it then. But once you kill it, if you just want to head down to your foundry, you'll see that the weapon is just sitting there ready for you to claim. And then if you have to buy slots, it's just going to prompt you to buy slots. And of course, you know, we got to buy slots. So I'm just going to go ahead and claim it. I don't know if the let me see if I type in twin stubbers. Let me see. So these ones are electric, and then the other ones are twin stubbers. I got two format. I've got on, let's see, if I go to a blank slot, these are also electric. So what I could do is I go to upgrade, I go to actions, we can balance transfer, dismantle a matching weapon to transfer its innate damage bonus to this weapon. So if we press fuse, we press this, unable to transfer, cannot replace an innate damage bonus with a weaker damage bonus on the same damage type. So if I were to, like, let's see,
Operator, did you hear that?
if I went to the other one, like this, go here, like so, replace electric 25% with electric 47%. This will consume bitmix Kuva twin stubbers, and it's irreversible. So if I type transfer to confirm, press OK, and there you go. That's basically them merged, so to speak. So it's got a better electrical bonus now, if that makes any sense. So yep, that is basically all there is to the Kuva Lich system. I know I had Forma invested into that one, but I wanted to do that just to show you guys. But yeah, that's the Kuva Lich system. Like I said, they can have ephemeras too. So if we go to universe and I go to Kuva Lich history, you can see all the Kuva Liches that I've killed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was my 8th. Is this my first one? This is my first one. I got the Brack with a 29% bonus, and he had the ephemera on. So yeah, this here one, by far my favorite Kuva Lich so far. A lot of them have kind of looked very samey. So you see how these two kind of look the same. And then we have this guy. He kind of looks like this guy, except this guy has a helmet on, you know, and these two look the exact same, except it's different elements. And yeah, so that's the Kuva Lich system. I hope that they really expand on it. I'll have a video covering what I like and dislike about it in the future. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this guide to the Kuva Lich system. If you did, go ahead, hit that like button below. If you disliked it, go ahead and hit dislike. Subscribe for more Warframe content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.